Alright, hello. Welcome to another reaction. As per usual, the title slash thumbnail fucked me around, so I know at least there's a to-do on the banner. Rip Oblivion, I guess. Okay. I don't like I don't, I don't like Oblivion. I don't like to-do as much as, like, other Blue Lion heads like him. Like, I think he's okay, but I don't know. I never, like, fell in love with the character, so that's kind of whatever for me. And anyways, we'll get into it. We'll see what we got going on here. See what else we got dealing with. Let's get it. Oh, it's a Lear? Female Lear? Damn. What was that pose? That pose was like hella thighs. I liked it. So she's just another dragon. Dude, are all Lear ults just gonna be dragons from here on out? I swear to fucking god, the only non-dragon Lears we have are the base versions. Like the base sword versions. Every single other Lear we've ever gotten has been a dragon. Like, can they think outside the fucking box for a change? Like, holy shit. Anyways, I digress. Fell Child Arts, special trigger, brave attack, adaptive damage, if phone. Oh god, excuse me, hold on. Ugh. Christ's sake, I had like a piece of dust in my throat or something. Christ, alright. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is above a quarter, start combat, inflicts penalty on foes all attack dev res equal to the number of distinct game titles, I see. So it's the opposite of the sword Lears or other Lears where they get bonuses to their stats. They're going to inflict penalties on the enemy stats based on distinct characters. Max of 15. If unit triggers savior, value is treated as 15. Excuse me. 50% DR Pierce. Unit deals plus X damage, where X is equal to 20% of their resistance. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by X. And reduces damage from foes' specials by X. Nothing super crazy there. It's just... Honestly, there's not a lot in that weapon. It's just a lot of the, like, modern good effects where you get DR Pierce and, like, the Excel style DR. That's really all this weapon is. It's not that crazy. Fell Blast. Boost damage by 50% of units. Res. Okay, so this is going to be a higher Resolier. Start a player phase or enemy phase. If unit's HP is above a quarter, grants Fell Spirit to unit and allies within 2 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If foe initiates combat or unit or foe special is ready, then you get the 40% non-pierceable DR. Unit counterattack grows. Just nonchalantly putting DC in the special. Classic. Fell Spirit inflicts -4 all stats on foe and neutralizes effects to prevent units' counterattacks during combat. Any reduced damage by X% effects that can be triggered only once per combat. Oh my god. Fell Spirit just gives you the twin save effect. That's hilarious. And also NFU, just nonchalantly putting DC, distant counter, NFU in the special. That's crazy. Actually, that's just kind of stupid, honestly, but whatever. To unit and allies within 2 spaces of units. Jesus Christ, so she could give the Fell Spirit to, like... The Fell Spirit's a good buff, then. Because it gives, like, even infantry allies the ability to double dip into, like, Gust DR and shit like that. It's so stupid, man. But as bullshit goes, it's not... Oh, wait, is she an armor character? What the fuck? Oh, she's an armored character. Okay, I've been thinking of this character as this whole time as if she was an infantry. She's an armored character. That changes things. An armored dragon with dual phase brave. Hold on, I gotta go back and look at the weapon again then. I didn't realize that was a savior she triggered. So now, like, knowing that she's an armored unit now, this weapon is a lot crazier. Because I thinking of this weapon as an infantry unit, it's like whatever. It's not that different from like legendary Lear, but like knowing she's an armored unit now, that makes it a lot better. Jesus. And then Fell Blast, giving Fell Spirit as an armored buff. Or like, yeah, her being like a savior, but with Fell, whatever the always, Fell Spirit, with Fell Spirit as like a 2-range buff from an armored character, that's hella good. That's way fucking better than I thought. Okay, well that makes a lot more sense now. Holy. So you got your higher ground. Scowling Fighter. There's a dragon skill, Satachi. You can stop crying about that. At least I'm assuming only dragons can equip it. It's got Scowl. I mean, to Satachi's credit, beasts have been getting a lot of skills, but like... I guess the biggest difference between like... See, quantitatively, you can take the dragon skills and compare them to the beast skills and be like, yeah, it's pretty much equal. They're like in quantity, it's pretty much equal. But in terms of like quality, the beast skills are newer, so they're of course a lot better. But like, you know, it's gonna go back and forth in that regard, right? At least I think it would. Anyways, I digress. We have a Diluvial Boost, which is the same as Primordial Boost, just different stats, I assume, right? This is attack Dev-Res, whereas the other one is speed Dev-Res. Scowling Fighter. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is above a quarter at start of combat, inflicts -4 attack res on foe. Deals damage equal to 20% of unit's res. Reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of unit's res. And grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. And also if foes' attacks can trigger foes' specials and unit's res is greater than or equal to foes' res +5, flick special cooldown count +1 on foe before foes' attack during combat. So Scowling Fighter is essentially a res version of the Wily and whatever that other one's called. I already fucking forget. What is it called? Hold on a sec. This is bugging me. Slick. There. So this is like a resistance version of the Wily and Slick Fighter with also Scowl built in. So, I mean, it's good because, you know, Slick and Wily Fighter are good skills. So as an infantry, I was like, this character's pretty whatever. But as an armor unit, this character's kind of good. This character's actually really good as an armored unit. What the fuck? It's kind of nuts. There's my man. Yeah.
I am not
Male Lear. I'm surprised they have both of them on the same banner. Okay, we just need a Fallen Male Byleth and... Oh, hold on. So this one's an infantry unit, right? Dude, will you fucking please? Jesus fucking Christ. I'm trying to go backwards. This fucking thing.
I am not a defect.
Sword infantry. Okay. So he's gonna be less cool, probably. Hopefully not. Let's see. So he's got Gust. Felchild's Blade, Special Excel, foes within 3 rows, 3 columns centered on a unit, inflicts -5 all stats and neutralize foes' bonuses during combat. That's cute. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is above a quarter at start of combat, inflicts penalty on foes' all stats equal to the number of distinct game titles among allies within 3 spaces of unit times 3 +4 max 10. Yeah, reduces. Okay. DR appears 50%. Unit deals +X damage, reduces damage from foes' attacks by X, and reduces damage from foes' specials by X. It's literally the same as the Fell Arts that the Armor Lear has, but it's speed-based instead of res-based. That's boring, but it is what it is. I guess he gets healing out of it. That's cute. He has Gust. Boring. Could have given him like a PRF skill like the other one, but I guess he has a PRF A slot. Let's see what that does. He has Speed Defense Spiked Wall with Odd Speed Wave. So he has Distant Counter on Bond Breaker. At start of player phase or enemy phase, if unit's HP is above a quarter, grants Fell Spirit. Oh, he also gets Fell Spirit. Let's go. To unit and allies within 2 spaces of a unit for 1 turn. and inflicts -7 attack speed and schism on closest foes and any foes within 2 spaces of those foes during next actions. If foe initiates combat or is within or unit's HP is above a quarter at start of combat, grants 9 all stats to unit and reduces damage to foes for 7. And also if units... Oh, he gets Miracle. God damn, okay. Yeah, that is an A slot. Distant counter, Miracle, flat DR, stats, debuffs, fell fucking spirit. That is an A slot right there. Yeah, damn. I think, objectively speaking, I have to say the female variant is the stronger of the 2 units simply because she is a save character, but my bias is leaning towards the male one here. Excuse me.
Save your words.
Yo, ain't no way Athos can't kill this. That is so stupid. Oh, wait, he has Miracle. Right.
I am a fell dragon.
Oh my god, a unique animation for a non-legend mythic character. That's cool. Do we already have Maria? Who the fuck is this?
Those who resist Lord
Lena.
Medius will die.
I
As you
don't
command.
know who this is, to be honest. Martyr Staff. Calculates, so Wrathful in it. -1 cooldown. Yeah. Start a player phase or enemy phase. If unit is within 3 spaces of an ally, grants 6 attack res, bonus doubler, and neutralize penalties to unit during combat, and unit and allies within 3 spaces of unit for 1 turn. If unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts penalty on foe's attack res equal to 20% of unit's res at the start of combat plus 6. Unit deals plus X damage times 5. X is equal to the total number of bonus effects active on unit and a number of penalty effects active on foe, excluding stat bonuses and stat penalties, max 5. So that's 25 true damage. And unit makes guaranteed follow-up attack, grants 5 attack res to allies within 3 spaces during combat, and grants Miracle, same as Fallen Maria. Exact same as Fallen Maria, actually. Okay. That's cute. So she's just a better Fallen Maria. Because Fallen Maria doesn't have all this other shit going on. Fallen Maria is literally just like offenses for herself and like drive Miracle. Actually, is it a max of like once per map? Because Maria only works once per map. Oh, this is within 3 spaces. Shows she is a way better Fallen Maria just in that regard. And once per map, yeah. But it's within 3 spaces, so she's just automatically better than Fallen Maria, even disregarding the other effects she has. God damn. So attack res tidings. It's the same as what was on the Child Elise. Resonance and Pulse Employ. Damn. Well, I guess if you want a better Fallen Maria... I don't know. I have Fallen Maria at +10, but... And it's not like I'm, like, hyper...
Please.
Off, like, I'm not super competitive these days, so I don't really give a fuck. If I were still playing Summoner Duels, I would get this Lena, but I'm not, so I don't care.
You will die.
But also, with Fatal Smoke being as prevalent as it is, I don't even know if you care to have her for Summoner Duels. Could you stack Maria with Lena? Like, I assume so, right? Like, you could use up Maria and then use Lena, and vice versa. So this is the to-do. Rearm to-do. Oh, excuse me. Jesus, fuck my goddamn Christ.
I only live.
A rearmed blue beast armor character. Homie triggered save from like 4 spaces away. Hold on. Can we go back and look at that for a sec?
I only live because of His Majesty.
Uh-huh. Yeah, he's like actually 4 spaces away. What the fuck? Oh, attack Dev Fortune. Let's go. Sturdy beast. This is actually kind of hype. Like another rearm beast. This is pretty hype. I'm not super enthusiastic that's to do, but... Arcane Crest. Accelerate special trigger. If foe initiates combat or if unit's HP is above a quarter at start of combat, grants a bonus to units all stats equal to 25% of foe's attack at start of combat, -4. Max 14, min 5. Neutralize penalties on unit. Deals damage to 15% of unit's attack. Reduces damage from foe's attacks by 15% of unit's attack. Okay, at start of turn, if a unit, and then it's just the beast transformation thing for armors. So this is an arcane weapon that only beast armors can use. That kind of sucks. There's not that many armored beasts that you'd want to put this on, right? Because we don't have. Because all beasts have a PRF. They eventually get refined. Like, the only one I can think off the top of my head would be, like, Canagus, but would Canagus even want this? I don't know. I'd have to take another look at his refine to be sure, but I don't. Maybe. But, anyways. See what else he has. Assault Fighter. If unit initiates combat or is within 3 spaces of an ally, inflicts attack def -4 on foe, deals damage equal to 20% of unit's defense, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 20% of the unit's defense, unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, and reduces the percentage of foes' non-special reduced damage X% skills by 50%. Okay, so it doesn't give you special charges like the Vengeful 4 did. This is just... Again, it's like another variant of the Slick and Wily Fighter. I don't know that it's better, but it gives you DR Pierce. So, like, this would be the best in slot for your saves if their PRF weapon or a PRF skill gives them the ability to ignore penalties. Because I think the best B slot to have on your armors right now, aside from Shield Fighter, like, let's just pretend Shield Fighter doesn't exist because that's not a fair comparison, would be Slick Fighter 4, because that gives you the defense percent damage, the defense percent DR, but it lets you ignore your stat penalties, and that's really good. So I think if you have a PRF weapon that lets you ignore stat penalties, i.e., if you would want to use Wily over Slick, you now would want to use Assault Fighter. So I think this might have just this kind of makes Wily Fighter not that great, in my opinion. I mean, I guess if you want to ignore bonuses on your opponent, that's still a thing, but that doesn't really swing matchups as much as ignoring penalties, IMO. So I think this is probably Attuned Hector's best B slot now. Honestly, I'm probably going to summon a copy of this guy just so I could put Assault Fighter on my Attuned Hector. But, like, I'm pulling on this banner regardless. Dude, the Fallen Banner is my favorite banner, like, of the whole year. I think the only character on this banner I'm actually hyped for is Male Alir. And I'm kind of bummed out that there's still no Fallen Grail, but... And also, I'm mostly bummed out they didn't put Fallen Male Byleth on the banner, because, like, come on, man. This is the first time they didn't do, like, a counter alt for the other gender, you know what I mean? Like, we had Fallen Female Byleth last year, so I personally thought that Fallen Male Byleth was a lock for this year. The fact that he's not here is baffling to me, but anyways, we'll disregard that for now because Male Alir is hype for me. Okay, I assume you can't put Scowl Fighter on a rearmed beast like this to do, right? It's probably dragons only. You'd have to duplicate that on, like, Fallen Grima. Anyways, so for the True King, if Dimitri's on the map, trigger save. No. So if foe with range equal to 2 initiates combat against an ally within 2 spaces of unit, trigger Savior on unit. If foe initiates combat against target ally within 4 spaces of unit, trigger Savior on unit. Eh? Oh, it's a support thing. So if your support unit is 4 spaces away, you get your Savior. Got ya. If support is not on the player team, it's a target partner with the highest attack on the player team. Okay, that's kind of cool. Unit can move to a space within 2 spaces of that target ally. All right, yeah, that's pretty cool. If transformed, or if foe initiates combat, grants 5 attack dev res, unit deals +7 damage, reduces damage from foes' attacks by 7, and grants special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first attack during combat, and any reduced damage by X% effects that trigger. Okay, that's really cool. This is a twin save on crack. That's pretty awesome. Dude, see, these are the kind of banners we need, right? Like it's new units, they're strong, but they're not like insanely stronger than what we already have. Like this is power creep adjacent. Like it's power creep that doesn't piss you off. You know what I mean? It's not like when they introduce fucking Legend Sakura and you're like, this game sucks. It's like when they introduce this level of power creep, you're kind of okay with it. You know what I mean? Like it's fine. I'm cool with all of this. Get punched. Get punched in the balls, dude. That is a badass sprite, by the way. That's fucking awesome. He looks like a Digimon. You know who he looks like, actually? He looks like, You remember when... Okay, you're only gonna know this if you watch Digimon, but back in the day when, like, Tai tried to force Greymon to Digivolve, he looked like the evil thing that he Digivolved into before he actually finally turned into Metal War Greymon. Of course, that thing had like a snake-like body, but still, it is like a fat version of that, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So that there is no demote. I wonder who the GHB is going to be. Bro, if the GHB is male Byleth, I'm gonna fucking take a shit because he's gonna probably suck. And you can spark 2 times. Let's go. Guaranteed Lear and Deuster. That's what's up. All right. So closing thoughts. This banner is not insane, but it's good, and this is the kind of banner we need right now. Like we need it to be good, but not insane, right? Because on the tailcoats of like fucking Legend Sakura, Elm, Anniversary Marth, like obvious blatant power creep. We need shit that's like power creep adjacent that is good, but not better than what we already have. Like I'm cool with everything that's on this banner. I guess even the skills like assault, bold fighter assault. What is it called? Assault fighter. Anyways, the bold fighter 4 is like a side grade to the slick and wily fighter family. Like it's fine. I think it kind of edges out wily fighter, but slick fighter still has a place, and that's good. And then I guess there's the scowl fighter, which is basically like a better version of the slick fighter for your dragon units. But yeah, all that being said, I'm cool with everything here. Pretty excited for the fallen male Alir. I definitely want to like merge him up over time. I'm definitely not going to plus 10 him here. Dude, if there was a fallen male Byleth, I probably would have. that might have broke me. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I did go a little bit ham on the anniversary Marth banner, but I didn't like the old me wouldn't have stopped until I had plus 10 Marth, but I'm not like totally off the wagon here. Like I did control myself a bit and stop at a certain point. That point being that, oh my god, I can't believe I'm admitting this, but I did plus 10 that stupid Elm. I hate that I plus 10 them, but I did. I was trying to merge up Marth, and I hit a timetable that was just nothing but Elm and Iras. So like I have 10 Ira manuals on top of my plus 10 Ira. I have a plus 10 Elm on top of the one I foddered to my Eater. And my Marth was plus 5. My Marth is only plus 5, and then after I plus 10 to Elm, I was like, alright, it's time to stop. I'm not going to keep going and risk getting more Elms. Like, this sucks. So, but the old me would have kept going until Marth was plus 10, right? So the only reason I bring that up is because like if Byleth were here, I probably would have been like, well, fuck it. We go ham, boys. But no, that is not the case. And that or Grail. If Grail was here, I would have went hard on a motherfucking payment for that too. But fortunately, that's not the case. I wish Fallen Grail were here, but I am happy he's not, because that means I don't have to go ham. But I will probably at the very least spark 2 times on this banner, just because getting copies of Dedue would be nice. Obviously, get some copies of male Alir. I don't know that I care about getting copies of female Alir, to be honest. Like, she's obviously good, but... What was her fodder again? What was her A skill? Hello? Game? She had, oh right, the delusional thing, the delusional boost. Right. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'll pull like, what's the plan here? I don't know. Even Lena doesn't really have fodder that I care about. I might just not pull colorless, to be honest. I'll probably just pull like blue, green, and red, and then stop pulling green after I get an armor leer. Honestly, I just want to pull red and blue. That's really all I care about pulling, to be honest. But actually, you know, fuck it. Maybe I'll only pull red and blue, and I'll only pull green if there's no red and blues. But anyways, that's that. Hopefully, you also feel a similar way, and that not you're feeling like this banner isn't that bad, because I really don't think that it is. And yeah, let me know if you're pulling, and we'll see you in the next video, which will very likely be a summon video for this. All right. Or an arena video. The arena's going to reset it tomorrow, so that'll actually probably be the next video. But anyways, arena and or this will be next, so peace out, y'all.
We gotta let